Hello and welcome again, everybody, to a special edition of Demko Modelworks. Jake here with you. Well, you can see what we're doing now is getting ready to put on the registration numbers. Now, I had started doing another video, and before I do this, I do want to apologize about the noise. We are in the 30s here in Texas, and my house AC or heater is in my shop area, so I apologize for the noise, guys. But so what I had done previously is I had started another video and realized about halfway through that I messed up on the registration numbers. Now, I've done quite a few of these, and I don't know why I did it, but I got backwards, and I put the black down first and then did the red, and it just didn't look right. I was like, wait a minute, this is wrong. So I went back through and tried to fix it, but when I peeled off the masking, it started peeling the paint with it, because I don't know, I guess it was just because it was too cold out here or what. But so I had to go back through and I had to do about 8 squares just sand them down, repainted, and I had to repaint. And then luckily I had some leftover Aztec masking from another kit, so I was able to just to re Aztec that and put my random pattern back down, and then clear coated it. And so it's been sitting now for quite a while, so this should be good to go now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our red, and then we're going to then we'll go back through in a little bit and redo, and then do our black, and we'll go through that process in just a second. So let me get set up with my red, and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, well, here we are. I got my red set up in my spray gun here, and we're going to be spraying on the red. So I'll give it a little test shot here. Yep, looks good to me. So here we go. And one thing I will tell y'all, guys, is to make sure that when you spray stuff on like this, make sure you cover your model, your areas around it really good, because if you don't, you're going to get overspray. So let me give this a quick dry here real quick. And you want to do these in several light coats, so you don't take a chance on over it and causing paint bleed. I'm just doing several light coats here. Alright. As you can see, I'm just drying it using several light coats. And I am using the Tester's enamel for this, because I ran out of my Tamiya red. So this should go a lot faster. Okay. I think one more coat should be good. Alright. Okay, so we're going to let this sit up. Everything's nice and covered and even now, so we're going to let this set up for a little bit. I'm going to clean out my airbrush, and I'm going to seal this and let it sit for about 10-15 minutes, and then come back and we'll do the black. So stay tuned, guys. Okay, guys, welcome back. Now, we've let this set for a while. And while I was letting this set up and cure for a while, I went underneath on the bottom side and started doing some of my tertiary colors on the Aztec pattern there. So this has been setting up now for a little while, and now we've got our blue masking that goes over top of this area in the white area to paint our black. Now if you watch Gary's videos, you're not going to be able to put the whole blue piece down on top of this, because it might start out nice on this side, but it's going to start getting off the further you go. So you're going to have to probably cut each individual letter and number out to make this work. So what I did is I put my transfer tape on top of this, and we're going to take this off, and we're going to start laying in our blue masking for our black. And this blue masking, what it's going to do is it's going to just barely cover the red line, leaving a white space in between the red and the black. And so all we'll have is just to paint the black, you know, the black number in the middle. So when we take it off, we should have that Starfleet insignia, you know, that number there, that's just that has the black and a little bit of a white space, and then the red. So we'll take this off. And then we're going to place it. I'm going to take my tweezers because my fingers are too fat to hold on to this. We're going to try to center it as close as we can possibly get. Okay, it's good right there. Now we can just peel that transfer tape off and we're ready to go. Alright, so now we're going to do the zero. Alright, we're going to center this as close to this much as possible. Okay, that looks good to me there. I'm going to do the same thing, just pull it off. Oh, I'm going to pull it off. Alright, now we're going to do the 7. Remember guys, take your time and try not to touch this masking down unless you're pretty certain of where it's going to go. Because once it's down, it's going to stay down. Move along here, guys. And I want to try to remind y'all too, the same thing that Gary told me is don't leave these masks, you know, this mask stuff, this masking on these kits for too terribly long, because the longer it's on, the bigger the bond it's going to cause. You know, it's going to stick. So you don't want this stuff to stick too long on here, because it can cause problems down the line when you try to remove it. Especially with this blue masking, it has a stronger bond to it than the black and the now I seem to have accidentally ripped that one, but we'll make it work. Go. Alright, one more. All right. All right. Now what we can do is load up our black and put a couple of coats on there. We'll be good to go. Sorry about that, guys. That was my insulin pump going off. Alright. Let's do a test spray. Alright. Now see how we covered that? Because there's paint splatter. So now we're just going to do nice coats. Nice even coats until we get it all covered. Okay. We're going to take a second coat. Sometimes it's going to take 2 or 3 coats depending on the type of paint y'all use. If y'all want acrylics, it may take a little longer to, you know, it may take a few more coats than, say, an enamel or a lacquer. Now, the one thing I like about the Tamiya paints, guys, is the fact that it's got alcohol in it. You can thin it down with alcohol, and with the alcohol being in there, it helps dry the paint faster. I'm going to do probably 1 or 2 more coats here, and we'll be good to go. And we'll let this set up and come back and show you the final result. Sorry about that. Alright, 1 more. I think we'll be good. Alrighty. That's a quick dry. Alright, so we're going to let this set up for a few minutes. I'm going to clean out my airbrush. We'll let this set up and we'll come back and show you the final result here, guys. Stay tuned. Okay guys, welcome back. Well, here we are. Here's the final product of what we've done here tonight. Now I know that there's a little bitty red spot right here, that there's a little gap in there, but it's an easy fix. What I'll do is I'll take some tape on either side once this completely sets up, and just spray a little bit of red right there. But guys, it turned out really well, and this is the area that I was talking about right here. These 8 boxes where I had to go back through and completely redo, sand them down and redo everything. So, we'll be repeating this process on the bottom side with the smaller number on the lower saucer. So I won't go through that on the camera with you, but we'll have to use the kit supply decals for the USS Enterprise here. And then the same thing for the back there, where the behind the officers' lounge and stuff like that. But that's it, guys. You know, Gary did a really nice job on these masks, and you know, take your time with them, guys. Don't rush through them. There are plenty of videos out there to watch on how to do this kind of stuff. And if you have questions, guys, always ask. Feel free to ask questions. You can contact Gary through his website, or if you're on Facebook, you can always message him, and whatnot. So there it is, guys. So we're going to wrap this one up. I'm going to call this one done, and I'm going to continue on now with adding our switching these around. I've already done my red on here, so I'm going to switch around and do the back side with the green and the red, and then we'll be doing that same process with that the little numbers on the bottom side. So until then, guys, we'll see you for the next video with our start of our NX01 project. Until then, guys, take care, stay safe, and happy modeling, everybody.